Hello, and let me move this a bit. There we go. Hello, and welcome to a brand new reading vlog. This is Kenny. He's gonna be in the clip because he's sleeping. He might move because I get really annoying when I start talking about books. Anyways, I posted my new vlog this morning of last week. We got a lot of reading done last week, but I want to talk to you about. Okay, yep, just lay right in front of the camera, my guy. Why don't we just move you right there? You want belly rubs? You want belly rubs? Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, let's talk about the books that I'm currently reading. So I was reading this in my last vlog as well. I'm in the middle of Lightbringer by Pierce Brown, which is the latest book in the Red Rising saga. I'm on page 282, chapter 36. I think according to Storygraph, I'm like 40% of the way through it. So we're making some good progress, and honestly, this book is really picking up. I read a lot today. There's a doggy paw you get to see. I read a lot today. It's becoming really, really addicting. There's one POV I could care less about, and that's where I'm at right now, is his POV, and I don't know. I just really don't like this character right now, but we have been getting some really, my favorite character so far in this book right now is Virginia. She is the queen, and it's so interesting because we have this really very, very they're not even on Earth, like this really important battle going on right now. And this will change the tides of the war. I can actually see the war ending based on who wins this battle, and I can see this battle going on throughout literally the entire book. I thought we were gonna get this battle at the end of the book, but it started really early on, and I can see it lasting through oh my gosh, Kenny, just stay right there. I can see this battle going on for the rest of the book, and the conclusion of this battle being the end of the book. So yeah, that's been really interesting. Virginia is my favorite character. I think it's really interesting because we get a POV during the battle. We get a POV of a gold person on the gold side, and we get a POV of a gold person that is on the red side, which is Virginia. And it's so interesting to see the different ways that these two characters think. I mean, they're both brought up in the same environment, and the way these two individuals think is so rapidly different. Virginia has my whole heart, even though she has to make some terrible decisions. She does it for the greater good, and yet she still doesn't take those really harsh decisions. Like, she doesn't take them lightly, and she really feels for the people that she's sending into these horrible situations, and she supports them. She comes back again and again, and she goes to the bunkers where everyone's in medical, and people are screaming, people are dying, and she goes through and she gives these people hope, which is not something we see very often in this series, is somebody going through and really caring about the little people in this, because a lot of the time you have to look at the greater picture. In this series, you have to not think about the smaller repercussions, you have to think about the bigger repercussions. And to see Virginia really make these difficult decisions yet still feel for these people is really, it's I don't want to say inspiring, I don't think that's the right word, but it's really nice to see and be able to just see how she thinks. And she really proves herself, in my opinion, in this book, with the decisions she's had to make, but also her reaction to the decisions she's made have been really interesting. So I'm really enjoying this book so far. We've kind of come at a temporary peace treaty in the battle, but it's gonna pick up very soon, I feel like. So I'm gonna keep reading. I don't know. I hope to get a few more chapters, maybe 50% of the way into this today would be the goal. Since I don't really have anything planned for the rest of the day, I did everything I needed to do this morning. So hopefully I can get some more reading. I've been reading this all morning too, so hopefully I can make some good progress in this. And this is my physical book. I am annotating it. I've annotated every book in this series because the quotes in this book are just mwah, chef's kiss. They're absolutely amazing. So this is my physical book. I always have a physical book and a Kindle book going on at the same time. And so for my Kindle book, I have my Kindle right here. I am reading the second, oh my gosh, Kenny. Kenny. I love you, but you just need to sit right there. If I pet him, he stays right here. I am reading the second book in Emily Wilde's book 2 of the Emily Wilde series, which is Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands. I really love these covers. I think they're all really pretty. I read the first book not too long ago, like a month or two ago, and I absolutely loved it. I love the premise of it. You know, we have this professor. She's very studious. She lives life scientifically, if that makes sense. Like, she believes in science, she believes in evidence, she believes what she can see, and she is studying fairies and fairy worlds. And she's such a relatable character, in my opinion. I love the way she interacts with the world. I love the way she sees the world, and yet she's still open to learning more, which I think is really important. We do get a little romance in this series. I loved it in the first book. I'm super excited to see it continue in this book. And yeah, this, honestly, I mean, they're not super big books. I don't even know how many pages it is, but they're pretty, 339? Yeah, 339 pages. So it's not super big. It's a pretty average book. And I read it pretty fast, the first book, so I anticipate going through this one at a decent pace as well. I haven't even started it. I have my bookmark in it, but that's all. No, Kenny. All I have is my bookmark in it. I haven't actually started it. So I do hope to get a few chapters into that today, to at least get it started. Sorry, somebody's doing something upstairs. Interesting. I didn't think anybody lived up there. But anyways, that is the update I have for you on what I'm currently reading. I will let you know once I get more into it. I'm excited to start this adventure of weekly reading once more. I've been really enjoying talking about my books on here. So hopefully we can just continue talking and reading together, and I'm super excited. So I will see you in the next clip. Kenny says bye too. Bye. Hello, my friends and family, and yeah, hello. I'm back with something to talk about. So yes, and I would like to address, I am aware that in every single clip I take of myself say, oh, Walter, it's rude. This is Walter. What was I saying? Oh yeah, in every clip I am aware that I am in the same spot. It's because I'm continuously in this spot because it is a different day. It is Monday. And yeah, I just continue to rot in my library because that's my safe space is my library. So this is where we are. Oof, lighting. There we go. Oh, okay, we're back. Anyways, I have been doing some reading. Is it as much as I wanted it to be? No. But we did in fact do some reading. My Kindle read. Oh, there's my nail. I was looking for that. My Kindle read. Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands is what I'm currently reading on my Kindle. I am one chapter in, so I really don't have thoughts. I will say though, one chapter in, it really sucks you right back into the vibes, and it really makes you remember like why I loved the first book, is because it's purely vibes that I go to this book for, because it's just, she's such a scholar, studious person who just lives in books and libraries and is so interesting in researching and discovering new things. And when she does go on adventures, it's like out in the forest, and we get these fairies, and it's just a very beautiful scene, beautiful vibes, and it just makes you cozy, and I love it. And I'm only one chapter in, but I'm already feeling them again, so that's very positive, very, very happy. Anyways, what I'm actually here for to talk about is my reading of Lightbringer by Pierce Brown. I'm quite a bit away. I think according to not Goodreads, because I don't use Goodreads anymore. I use Storygraph. According to Storygraph, I'm like 66% of the way through, so that's what I have left to read. This book is wild. This book is absolutely insane, and I do take long breaks between books because this requires my brain to read. It really does use a lot of brain power for me to understand what I'm reading. There's some chapters where I don't think I even know what happened the entire chapter, but I get the gist of it. You know what I mean? Do I feel kind of stupid sometimes? Yes, but I'm still enjoying it. And like I said, this book is just insane. We got a lot of Virginia's POV in the first half, which love. She's one of my favorite characters. I was so excited. I thought we were gonna get more of her POV, but we're not, which I'm not surprised based on where the story went. I mean, her POV would be interesting, but it's not like the main part of the plot right now. Right now we're mainly following Darrow and Lyria. Those are the main POVs we get. We also get Lysander, which I don't like. Lysander's chapters, I hate him. I do not like him. I could honestly care less about him. I will say though, in the last chapter we had of his, we had a major plot development happen of some information, of plans that people are having for the future, and I'm very scared. We don't have that much left of this book, and I don't know how we're gonna wrap this up. I could see it wrapping up, but at the same time, I could see it like not wrapping up. Like I said, I don't know if this is the last book in the series. I go into everything completely blind. Like I have no idea what is ever going on. So that's my preferred way of reading, is going in without knowing anything. And I don't know if there's going to be another book, and I don't know if we're going to get a happy ending at this book. And even if it were the last book, who's to say we get a happy ending? What if Pierce Brown decides to pull an Heart of Kwang and completely, utterly destroy me inside and out? When we ended the trilogy with Morningstar, I would say we got a pretty decent conclusion. But that's not guaranteed for this one. You know what I mean? So I'm very nervous because the plans that they have, some very horrible things have already happened, but very much worse things can happen. And I'm really scared. Darrow's a smart guy. I will give it to him. He's clicking that some things aren't, like the math isn't mathing in Darrow's head. And he's really smart. I think he's gonna pick up like what's going on, and I think once he finds out like the missing puzzle piece, it's all gonna click. And there's also like another thing that happened that I can't tell you because it's spoilers, but if like there's this, I'll just say there's like a weapon, and if the bad people, which the bad people already have this weapon, and if they decide to use this weapon, it's game over. You know what I mean? And I just don't know how it's gonna end. I'm nervous, and so I've been like picking it up and reading a few chapters, and then I have to put it down because it's a lot to digest. There's a lot happening, and then I just don't know how there can be a happy ending. And after the events of the last book, some pretty fucked up shit happened in the last book, and they were talking about some even worse things that are gonna happen, and I don't know if I mentally can handle it. I don't know if I was mentally ready for this book, but it's too late because this is how much we've read already. I think I've been reading this for like a week now. These books do take me about a week or two to read, so I'm not surprised. I hope to finish this book before this vlog ends, but I'm not gonna force myself to read this book. If I just can't handle it, then I can't handle it, because this can be a lot and definitely take a toll on my mental health, that's for sure, because it's intense. So yeah, as a little break, I read a chapter of my cute little fairy book where she just does research about fairies instead, because that just seemed a lot better than what's going on in this book. Pierce Brown, someone needs to check on him and make sure he's okay, because this book scares me. So this book is pretty wild, pretty intense, and I'm just trying to get through it at this point and see what happens. I don't know, I just don't see a happy ending. Like, I don't know, I really don't see a happy ending in the foreseeable future. I really don't. Because after one thing after another keeps happening. I don't think we've had one moment of like happiness. I don't think we've had 1 second of happiness in this book. Not that I literally can't think of anything. So that's how this is going. Sorry if I'm rambling. It's 8 minutes of me rambling about how this book is traumatizing me. So I'm gonna stop and update you when I'm not as scattered and I'm not as traumatized. So yeah, that's where we are in our reading journey, and we'll see how it continues. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye. So, I just finished my book. I think I've finally gone through the 5 stages of grief, and I think I've finally come to acceptance. Oh my god. This book destroyed me. Pierce Brown, you're a psychopath. Like, this is insane for me to feel this hurt and this heartbroken. Like, I don't even want to read. There's gonna be another book. There's gonna be one more book, I think. And I don't even want to read it anymore. Because, like, I just have no hope. I don't know what to do. This book, oh gosh, Pierce Brown, every single book. I haven't cried over a book like this in years. Like, I just feel utterly, completely destroyed by the end of that book. Like, my cat did witness me bawling my eyes out and came to my comfort, because I think he knew how deep this grief was that I'm feeling. Like, it was just one main character that died. I'm speechless. I don't know. I just thought I would come and say, I just thought that I would come on here real quick and say, I finished Lightbringer by Pierce Brown. I did finish the book, but I also think it finished me. It's gonna be a long recovery period from this book. Oh gosh, I'm gonna start crying again. Like, my nose is running. Like, I can't be a functional human being right now. Like, this ending was just, my hate for Lysander is just so immense. Like, I didn't know, like, if he, oh god, I can't even talk about it because I just get so mad. Like, oh, if he does not die in this last book, I will never forgive Pierce Brown. That would literally be the only way I would ever forgive Pierce Brown, is if Lysander dies. I hate him with a burning passion. So that's all I have to say. I'll come to you with more thoughts in the morning when I'm not grieving as severely as I am right now. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Don't read this series unless you want to be utterly destroyed. Okay, so I think I am in a much better state mentally to have a discussion about this book that I finished last night. Yeah, as you can tell from the previous clip, I finished Lightbringer by Pierce Brown last night, and to say I was traumatized would probably be a bit of an understatement. But I was pretty freaking traumatized after finishing this book. I was emotionally distraught. I have not bawled the way that I bawled over this book in years. This hurt me. So first of all, after finishing the book, I think it made it very clear there's going to be at least one more book, and I think the next book would be the last book. The way that they set it up, that's what I would anticipate, but you honestly never know. You really never know. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I don't know if that was obvious or not, but yes, I gave it a 5 out of 5 star, kind of like every other book in this series that I have rated 5 stars, because it just never doesn't hit the way it does. Like, this is honestly close to a 6-star book for me. Like, I would say it's like 5.5, 5.75. Like, it is phenomenal, this book. I absolutely loved it. I love a good redemption arc in books, and we got some redemption arcs in this book, and it was my favorite thing to see, because by the end of the book, you know, a character that I hated when I started this book, by the end of the book, I was in love with this character. Just the way, like, they proved themselves, and the way they really just were able to, like they were just purely able to listen and listen to the facts and take his own experiences and also take others' experiences and really learn a great deal from them, which made a lot. It's tragic that this character had to go through a crap ton of trauma in order to get to the conclusion he got to, but he still got there at the end, and we appreciate that. Which you really can't blame him. He went through some very traumatizing things in this book, and yeah, a lot of characters have a lot of trauma in this book, so I guess that's not surprising. I loved the characters in this book. There's one particular character that deserves death, and if he doesn't get the death he deserves in this next book, then Pierce Brown, me and you are gonna have a major issue. Let's just say that. I loved the journey we went on in this book. It was absolutely amazing. I loved following it. I love these books because also, like, you get to see like the good in people, even though like you can't. Redemption is always an option for the people in this book, no matter what you've gone through, no matter what you've done. If you're willing to do the change and if you're willing to put in the work to redeem yourself, then more than likely others are gonna listen to you and be willing to hear you out and give you the chance to redeem yourself, which I also really like as well. So although there is a lot of goodness, there's also obviously a lot of bad. I think it shows the good side of humanity as well as the really sick and twisted side of humanity, because even though we do get redemption arcs, we also have characters that just go the other way and really buckle down on how evil they are and just refuse to see the world any other way than through what they see it, and refuse to see it through anyone else's eyes, which really bugs me. That's like a pet peeve of mine, is like, if you're not willing to put yourself in another person's shoes to see how the world is from their point of view, I really don't have any respect for you, because everyone has different experiences in life, and unless you're willing to try to understand the other side, then what you're fighting for isn't just, in my opinion. And so I really like that we see not only the really good side of humanity, but like I said, we also see the really bad side of humanity. And it, like, when you hate a character, like, you hate the character with your entire like whole heart. Like, the hatred you will feel turns towards certain bad people, like, and which I think is, it shows like what a good writer Pierce Brown is if he's able to make you hate a character this severely. Like, that's great writing. You were able to pull an emotion of not only joy and happiness from me, but also like on the opposite end of the spectrum, like pure hatred I'm able to feel for certain characters. I love a good villain, because obviously if we didn't have a good villain, we wouldn't have a good story. So you have to have a good villain in order to have a good story, and we definitely have a good villain in this story. So I just want to give props to Pierce Brown. I like how the story progressed. I feel like the book was, well, it's obviously split into parts. I think there's like 4 parts, 3 or 4 parts. But really, I kind of see it as the first half and the second half. The first half, like I said, we get Virginia's point of view quite a bit, which I really appreciated because she's one of my favorite characters. And it was really good to see her thinking compared to the thinking of other Golds. And just, it, you know, I think I talked about this. It really shows like how you're raised is not an excuse for how you are, because you have the decision to either make the best of it or make the worst of it. And I think Virginia is a perfect example of, just because you're raised a certain way doesn't mean you have to be a certain way. So I really appreciate that with Virginia. And we get a certain battle at the very beginning of the book, and then the battle just kind of gets put on pause, and the second half of the book is a whole other journey before they're able to finish the war on Mars. So I definitely appreciated both the first and second half of this book. I thought they were both phenomenal. I loved seeing the battle in the first half, and it really shows you, like, in order for the tides to turn, we need the second book to happen, or not the second book, the second half to happen. So we really need that second half of the book to set up the rest of the battle in the next book, so that we can get a conclusion, because whoever wins this battle that is going on is going to be the winner of the war pretty much. And so I'm really excited to see. We really don't know which way it's gonna go. I mean, I think both sides are pretty strong and pretty confident at this point, so it really can go either way. I don't know if Pierce Brown is just gonna completely destroy us at the end of the series, or if he's gonna give us a very happy ending. I have no idea. Let's hope he does not pull an R.F. Kuang and just absolutely traumatize me. I mean, I'm already traumatized after this book, but let's hope we get somewhat of a happy ending in the next book, because I'm so, like, my heart can't handle another ending. Like, every book is just so tragic, so sad by the end of it. And so I need some goodness for my heart to heal from what it's gone through in this last book. But yeah, that is, I would say, my review on Lightbringer by Pierce Brown. 5 out of 5 stars. Honestly, very close to a 6-star for me. It's phenomenal. Love it. Recommend this series for everybody. This is my first, like, I've read sci-fi before, but I've only really read YA sci-fi. This is my first adult sci-fi series that I've read, and it's really great. It's really making me want to get into more sci-fi this year. And so yeah, we'll see what happens. I've been thinking about picking up The Martian, and I really want to read Project Hail Mary before I watch the movie that comes out this year too, because I know that's going to be a hit, and I've heard great things about Project Hail Mary. So I really want to thank Pierce Brown for introducing me to the world of sci-fi and for traumatizing me in the meantime. So yeah, good for you, my guy. So yeah, we did finish a book in this vlog. Really happy with that. It didn't take me as long as they usually take me to read, but I was just flying through this book. So we really love that. My cat is about to go. There he goes. There he goes. Oh no. Okay. So, sorry. Let me scoot up so you can actually see me. Kenny. Thank you. So, really love this book. 5 out of 5 stars. What's next? So I have actually been listening to the audiobook of Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherland. I wanted to do my diamond art painting, and so I figured a great way to get through more of this book was listen to the audiobook while I do that. It's been very fun, very relaxing. This book is definitely a nice break from the intenseness that is Lightbringer. This is very lighthearted. It's very whimsical. It's very magical. I just love, like, it's very much set in like a real, like, today's world, except they're just fairies. And it's not like the fairy worlds are connected, like they kind of leak into our world. I don't know why I'm giving you a random synopsis all of a sudden, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's a fun, whimsical read. I'm excited to see. It's probably going to be like a 3 or 4 star. We'll see how it is. I'm not super far. I'm not even halfway into it. I'm 114 pages in. So I still have a lot to go. So we'll see what happens in this book. But just know I'm really enjoying it. It's a really good audiobook. The audiobook sounds how it sounds in my head too. Like the way the author like talks in this book. I don't think it's the author that's doing the audiobook, but whoever the voice actor is for this book, it's exactly how I imagined her to sound in my head. So I really like that too. It's really like actually putting me into the world. And you know, she's very studious, very scientific, and so the way she talks really reflects that as well. So I really like that. It really pulls me into the story and really helps me understand this main character. So with that being said, I do need to pick up another physical book. I did decide last night what that physical book is going to be. So I have on my immediate TBR, it was a decision, which I made this. It was either going to be this book that I'm reading or it was going to be a Sarah J Maas book. I have 2 Sarah J Maas books on my TBR, like immediate TBR. One is a reread and one is a catching up, because I've been procrastinating reading this book for a few years now. So I decided to pick up this one book though, because it's YA. I know I'll get through it super fast, and it's not going to be nearly as heavy, and hopefully I won't cry. Well, I need a break from crying in books. But that book that I decided to read is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. This is the third book in the Powerless trilogy. So this is the third and final book in this trilogy. I'm excited. This book is probably the chunkiest book out of all of them, which really doesn't worry me because they're really easy and fast to read. So I'm not worried at all. I have annotated all the other books in this series because I also read the novella Powerful. So I have annotated everything, so I'm going to annotate this book as well. And so as you can see, it's got, wanted either green tabs for like the foliage for the leaves on the cover, or pink tabs for the pink flowers on here. And so I decided to go with pink tabs for my annotations. So I think it's gonna be really cute. I know that's such a random, like, not important thing, but it's something that brings me joy, so that's what I do. The last book ended off with a pretty big cliffhanger, so I'm really excited to see what the aftermath of last book's decisions were. Really excited to get into it. I think I enjoyed book 2 more than I enjoyed book 1 because we really got to see more of the enemies to lovers rather than just lovers. Because I feel like they went from lovers to enemies to lovers, and we got to see that a lot in the last book, which I really appreciated. So this is my new physical book. I'm going to try to start it today, but I think I'm going to focus on my audiobook mostly with Emily Wilde's book, because I do want to get more of my diamond painting done and kind of relax. It's supposed to maybe snow, maybe rain today. So it's a good vibe to sit back and do some good reading and enjoy the day with me and my animals while we are home alone on a cold day in the spring. Fun. So this has been an extremely long clip because I have a lot to say about Lightbringer. So I'm gonna put this clip to an end, and I will talk to you when I have made some progress in either of my books. And yeah, he's got some knots I gotta get out. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next clip. Right, so I'm back, freshly showered. It is currently Saturday, so that means I'm here to conclude this vlog before I post it today. So last I talked to you, I had finished Lightbringer. So I'm happy we did get one book read in this vlog. And then I am a little over halfway now into Emily Wilde's book, and I'm definitely enjoying it. It's definitely kind of doing a 3-star, maybe 2.75. And the reason for that is because not a lot has been, like, the first half, not a lot happened. I was getting kind of bored, to be honest. Second half, it's starting finally to pick up, so I hope we continue on that way. I'll definitely finish this book soon, so look for my review for Emily Wilde's second book in the next vlog, because I will definitely be reviewing and talking about it in the next vlog. I also have gotten into Fearless. I'm really not that far. I'm not even 100 pages in. I'm 58 pages into Fearless. So barely started it. Really don't have a, like, update for how I'm feeling about this. I want to get a little bit farther into it. I will say I do like we picked up immediately from where we left off, which the second book did too, and I really like it when authors do that. I really don't like a time jump where we're like guessing what happened at the end of the last book. So this is, I'm happy where it did start off. I will say that about this. But I really don't have a lot of other updates. Sorry, the lighting's so terrible. That's all I really have to say. Thank you for joining me for this vlog. I enjoyed it. We got some good reading done, and I hope to get some more reading done this next week. I'm not sure how much it's gonna be because my boyfriend is coming home on Wednesday from work. So I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done, but I'm going to get done as much as I can. And so yeah, I will keep you updated on what happens. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you if you watched this far. I really appreciate it. I tend to ramble, so thank you for being here, and thank you for being with me for another week of reading. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.